Hey everyone! In this video, we'll go over how to use sorts and filters in the queue on both iOS and web. We recently added some updated sorts and filters options to help you navigate articles in your queue. You'll see these options at the very top of your queue. Let's go over these options first on iOS. So you'll see here, the very first button is Resume. And this is a quick way for you to view all the articles you're in the middle of reading. You can see that when you hit Resume, now you'll see articles that have some progress read, so you can see there's percentage signs for all of these because you've read some portion of the article before. If you tap Resume again, you'll be brought back to your queue the way that it was before. Alright, now let's move on to sort. By default, articles in your queue are set to manual sort, and any new articles you add get added to the top of the queue. In manual sorts, you can manually move articles around and send articles to the top of the queue by either swiping right, so we'll show an example of this here, articles sent to the top, or you can long press and hit send to top. Alright, so that was manual sorts, and when you hit sort, you can see that you are indeed in manual sort. And now here's where things get more fun with sorts. So now we've pressed the sort button, and you'll see a list of different options apart from manual for you to sort your queue. You'll see that again we're now on manual sorts, but you can have several other options. You can sort by the date you added an article to the queue, length of an article, the date an article was published, the author, publisher, or you can shuffle your queue so that you get a random fun surprise. For all of these options, you can tap the sort again for the sort to go in the reverse direction. So for example, let's sort by date added. You'll see when we first tap that, it goes newest first. So articles that you most recently added will be at the top. But if you want to sort by oldest first instead, simply tap again. And now we're sorting in the opposite direction by oldest first. Let's go again. So for length, when I first tap it, the shortest articles are now at the top of my queue. But let's say I want to sort the other direction, so we'll go longest first instead. And now you can see that all the longest articles at the top of the queue. Another fun little thing with Shuffle is we have this Enable Shake to Shuffle feature at the bottom. So let's turn that on, and you can see now, if you shake your phone, we have some fun shuffles for you. If you want a new shuffle, just shake your phone again, and you'll see that you got a different shuffle. We understand that you may not always want to accidentally shuffle your queue if you accidentally jiggle or shake your phone. So if this isn't for you, just turn the feature off and it won't be shuffled. All right. Now let's go to the last option, filters. This helps you narrow down your queue so that you don't view as many articles at once. We have a few options for you here as well. So we have quick read, articles that take less than 5 minutes to read, Lindy, which is articles over 10 years old, and then unread and read articles. So you can see quick read is for shorter articles, Lindy is articles over 10 years old, and then unread articles and read articles. All of the options in filter can be multi-selected. So you can see here we could do quick read and Lindy, which there are none, or quick read and unread, which is all your unread quick reads, and so on and so forth. You can also filter by tags, and these are also multi-selectable, so I could do filter by creator, productivity, and health, which I don't have any of, but you get the gist. Alright, so that was sorts and filters on iOS. Let's move over to web, which is very similar. Alright, so here we are on the web app. You can see again, at the top right hand side over here, we get the same buttons, resume, sort, and filter. So again, just like iOS, when you tap resume, it displays articles that you're currently in the process of reading. Tap again to go back to your regular queue. Move over next to sort, where you can see, again, we're in manual sort by default, and you can see there's the same options to go sort by date added, length, published date, and you have the options for both directions, newest first, oldest first, shortest first, longest first, etc. One little note we'd like to point out here is sometimes we get users who are confused why their iOS and web queues look different. And sometimes the reason why is because the sorts are set to different settings on each device. So if you are encountering an issue like this, our first recommendation would be to check your sort settings to see if they match up. All right, we'll move on to the final option here, filter. And again, we see that we have a couple different options here, and we can filter by quick reads, which is less than 5 minutes, Lindy over 10 years old, unread, read, and no tags. We can also filter by tags, and we can multi-select any of these if we want. So, let's see, unread, tags, and again, if you're done with the filter, just X these out. All right, so this was one of our longer videos, so thanks for those who stuck around until the end. Now, you're an expert on all things filter and sorts on Matter. Happy reading, and we'll catch you in the next video.